What's up with it, everybody? Y'all already know what it is. I'm back with another one. And today we talking about overweight Dan Rafael of old media disrespecting Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Now, before we get into this next video, make sure that you smash on my like button and make sure that you sub to the channel if you're not already a subscriber to the channel. Smash on my like button and sub to the channel. Now, recently, Dan Rafael, along with most of the old media members, they had a virtual conference call, right, with Tyson Fury. We all know that Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, they have probably one of the biggest trilogy matchups coming on October the 9th. This is personal. This is for the whole culture. This is for everybody that's been done wrong in the main media. Close their ears and shut their eyes and pretend like it ain't never happened. Pretend like it's never happened before and pretend like it doesn't happen. This is bigger than boxing. It was his turn to get on the virtual media call. Dan Rafael, he took it upon himself to disrespect Deontay Wilder. And yeah, he took it upon himself to disrespect Deontay Wilder. Now, we know Dan Rafael's history. We know Dan Rafael has a history of creating narratives, right? We know Dan Rafael and we know exactly what he does along with the rest of the members of old media, right? And we know what they've done and how they treated Deontay Wilder. Now, Dan Rafael, if y'all don't know, let me give y'all a quick run back. Dan Rafael was at the forefront, one of the main people that was out here talking about Floyd Mayweather was running from Manny Pacquiao. And Floyd Mayweather, all he do in the ring is run. So Dan Rafael, we know exactly, who he is and the type of things that he does. We've heard Adrian Broner call him out and a whole lot of other fighters, black fighters that is, called Dan Rafael out on his BS. Now, let's go ahead and get into Dan Rafael disrespecting Deontay Wilder. I'm going to go ahead and play y'all the clip so y'all can hear what he had to say, and then we're going to cook on this fat ass. So here's a clip of Dan Rafael and what he had to say about Deontay Wilder.
Dan Rafael, go ahead and unmute and ask your question, Dan.
Hey, thank you very much, Christina. Hi, Tyson.
Hi, Don.
Tyson, my question for you is, so the delay has happened, and I wondered, it's been a while, but think back to the immediate aftermath of the second fight that you had with Deontay Wilder. I wanted to know, how annoyed or whatever the right word is were you with all of the things that he said were his reasons why he lost? He said that you manipulated your gloves, that his trainer spiked his water, that his outfit was too heavy. There was like 10 different reasons why he claimed he lost. He could never seem to give you any credit for just beating him and being the better man on the night. What's your perspective?
So Dan Rafael, Deontay Wilder made 10 excuses according to you, right? Well, how about this? You make 10 excuses every day you wake your fat 500-pound ass up for eating a meal big enough for 10 people 5 to 6 times a day. You making 10 excuses every day you wake your fat ass up, right? For eating a meal big enough for 10 people 5 to 6, 7 times a day. The same Dan Rafael that be in the media room, right? And when they bring out the food for all the media members, right? They lay it out there for you to go get yourself one serving, but your ass go back for 1, 2, 3, 4s, 5s, 6, 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s, right? Because you just can't control yourself, and every time you look in the mirror, you making excuses for why you eating everybody out of a goddamn house and home. But anyway, so Dan Rafael, he wants to bring out there that Deontay Wilder is making all these excuses and he never would just, give Tyson Fury his credit. Well, that's a lie, because if you seen the fight, which you did, and if you seen right after the fight, Deontay Wilder gave Tyson Fury his credit for being the better man that night, right? Also, Wilder, all he said was, I didn't want the fight to be stopped. I'm ready to go out on my shield. But he gave Tyson Fury all the credit in the world until it was brought to his attention how Tyson Fury cheated. Now, Dan Rafael, you didn't ask Tyson Fury nothing about his past history of cheating. You didn't ask Tyson Fury nothing about the gloves, right? You breathing all hard and shit, you know what I'm saying, on your computer screen. Your whole head can't even fit in the camera. If y'all can see this shit, Dan Rafael whole head couldn't even fit in the camera, right? You breathing hard and everything, right? You didn't keep it straight down the middle, and you're supposed to be media, right? See, this is what old media does. All you had to do is ask Tyson Fury, hey, you know, how do you feel about the things and the accusations that Deontay Wilder has been accusing you of? Nah, but you want to put extra on it and extra on it and extra, right? See, that's why you always getting your fat ass cussed out. I mean, so if Deontay Wilder come out and tell how you eat everything up in the damn media room, right, when they lay the food out, and how you be laying your fat ass reared back in the chair and shit, stomach about to bust after you done ate a meal big enough for 15 people and ate the whole media room out of everything that they fucking brought. But he'll be wrong if he talked about that, right? See, this is the thing, Dan Rafael. Y'all like to come out with narratives and make stories. Y'all don't ever like to talk about the whole truth surrounding everything. You don't want to talk about how Tyson Fury has a history of cheating. So it's not like Wilder just all of a sudden came out and just started just saying shit and making up shit like you trying to make it seem, right? And how old media has been trying to make it seem the whole time for this past year and a half. You didn't say anything about the gloves, right? You can't deny that. That's right in front of your face. You can say whatever you want about water, you know, and we acting like fighters' water has never been spiked, right? We acting like that's just impossible to happen in boxing, like it's never been done before, huh, Dan Rafael? So you on here talking real slick, right? But you never mentioned, nor has nobody else in old media ever mentioned that, okay, well, Tyson Fury, can you explain these gloves to us? Because, you know, we have still shots of your gloves, and the gloves clearly look like they don't have any padding in them. So with that being said, is there any truth to anything that Deontay Wilder's saying? And how do you feel about the accusations that he's been making about you? Tyson Fury, what was going on right here when you had your whole thumb detached from the glove back in this fight? Huh? Well, Tyson Fury, how do you feel about one of your ex-sparring partners saying that he found an egg weight in your gloves? And this is just a little bit. I'm not even saying half of the things that Tyson Fury has done. PED cheat, he has a whole laundry list of cheating. But when you talk about this old media, all you talk about basically trying to make it like Deontay Wilder's coming up and accusing somebody of cheating that's never been caught before, that's never had no history of cheating. Like he's just delusional, right? Making every excuse in the world. See, that's how you want to try to make it seem, right? But see, the thing is, when I talk about you eating everybody out of a house and home, I'm not being delusional. That's actually true. You feel what I'm saying? When I talk about you having to make 10 excuses every day to yourself because every day you wake up, for starters, you eat a meal big enough for 10 people and you do it 4 to 5 and 6 times a day, every single day. That's why your fat, sloppy, slew-footed ass weigh 500 plus pounds. When I talk about that you ain't never threw a punch in your whole entire career, right? When I talk about that you did a virtual interview and you couldn't even fit your whole fat ass face in the camera. But see, those are all truths. What you talking about is some bullshit. You see what I'm saying? Because when it's facts in front of your face, like the gloves that you can see they don't have no padding in it, when it's facts in front of your face, like the referee having to stop the fight before it even starts, take 30 minutes to make Tyson Fury put on brand new gloves because his whole thumb was detached from the gloves. Or talking about Tyson Fury getting caught cheating using PEDs But having a farmer that don't even have wild boar meat on his farm at all come out and give a statement for Tyson Fury saying that it was wild boar meat. Or the fact is that he came out when he finally came clean, right? And told everybody, I don't have any wild boar meat and I never have. How all of a sudden he had to disappear, right? And when ain't nobody never heard nothing from Martin Carefoot since then. How they was threatening behind the scenes. Yeah, this is all facts. What you saying is some bullshit and you skipping around the real facts. So if you're gonna talk about what Wilder say, well, ask Tyson Fury about the things that he's done to lead up to Wilder saying that. The evidence that's right in front of your face. See, that's what old media is never gonna do. That's why I'm here, because I'm gonna do it. So Dan Rafael, the next time you talk about somebody like Floyd Mayweather running, well, think about you haven't ran since you was probably 3 years old. Ever since then, you became a fat, lazy, out of shape, slew-footed, ain't never thrown a punch in your motherfucking entire career, right? Think about that next time before you try to come with a narrative, right? But anyway, yeah, this is crazy. Y'all heard what Dan Rafael had to say. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything he had to say. And y'all let me know how y'all feel about this whole story. I mean, you can obviously see that Dan Rafael, he edited again, being disrespectful and slick, right? But ain't never thrown a punch in his whole entire career. Make sure that you smash my like button, sub to the channel, and y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.